do we have something? Keep this thing recording for the entire time we're in this space, and you'll stop it when I call us all back.
Okay, thanks.
Young lady.
Oh, wait, come here. I had something. Here, don't follow too close. Oh, something right there. Oh, probably the leaves. I think that's just the leaves, isn't it? Yeah, I think it is. Because he says anything with leaves isn't that reliable. Stop.
Was there a death here? It says no.
Remember, no, yes, no customs.
I said that.
Yeah.
Is there a death here?
Yeah, that's a yes or no question. You're not supposed to do those.
Oh, okay. Did you die here?
No, you're not supposed to do yes or no.
Please describe your death.
Mom. He was right about the tree thing, though, with the leaves.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Whoops.
At least you're getting something.
I'm not getting any activity, really. Oh. Oh. Oh, shadow. That's it. Oh.
So we have watch out, me, Landon. What else have you heard? Anything stick out to you?
What'd she say?
So remember, you might be getting answers from what everybody else is asking too. That's why I usually tell you guys, especially with the 2 red spirit boxes, tell me all the silly things you're hearing, even if it's not a direct answer to your question. So if you hear blue popcorn, I want to know that you heard blue popcorn because maybe Sarah asked what her favorite food was, and you don't know that. You see where I'm going? Even if there was 2 of you here, so let's say, I'm sorry, is this like mom, dad, kids? Is that the relationship?
Yes.
Okay, so let's say you and dad were the only 2 here. We would still have 2 communication devices just to verify what the other one had going on. And it's normally the word list. I just keep that in my pocket so that way I don't have to listen and I can stay focused on you guys. But yeah, you're seeing the point. Just all the silly things. Whatever you hear, the sillier, the better. That's usually the most common, like the most common things on the radio aren't the things that we're going to be taking as evidence. It is those silly things that you're going to find. So Sarah, what have you also heard?
Deodorant.
Okay.
200, 300.
Okay. Now you guys are on the like it. Sarah, anything else that stuck out to you?
I've heard the word love a couple of times.
Not surprised. Okay. Hear that here all the time. Somebody's having a grand old time. You guys see that? Holy cow.
Yeah.
Any numbers coming out of Dustin and Katie? Anything?
My biggest
0.0.
was kind of over by that car at 30.
Insert
Like
go
when
to trial.
But when I went back around, it didn't do anything.
Okay, and Dustin?
We got another.
Okay. And again, what you guys are looking for are those quick little subtle things. It should spike and then go usually right back down underneath 2.5.
Why?
Because, so if it was coming from a man-made object like a tablet or an electrical pole or anything like that, it's going to hover and basically lower in a slower sequence. So if she has like a 35, like what she claimed, it should have went way down because that's just the ghost saying, hello, and then they just moved on by. If it was an electrical or a cell phone even, if I'm standing here, she would get 35, 37, 31. It would fluctuate around that number. So, what'd you get?
This place.
This place.
I heard need help.
Need help? This place.
What? Wait, what,
We can
wait,
get you
what
back
did you
up.
say?
Poor Addison's been waiting to listen, and we all kind of huddled back up again.
That's crazy. I just heard it.
Yeah, let's get you guys spread out. I'm going to do one more full round robin with everybody. I hate
Okay.
to take this away from Addison because she's been waiting. And it's her birthday, everybody. It's like, expose that. But yeah. Let's let her enjoy her birthday.
Oh. Whoa. It's like popping back and forth. Like, look at this. There's like, I don't think that's, oh. It's like they're sitting down, but I don't know if they would like, I don't think that's, it's
Move it away from the trees.
like this way. I think it is the trees.
Yeah.
It also just picks up on any sign like that one.
Yeah.
Well, this entrance would probably be kind of haunted. You would think. You got any words?
No.
Whoa,
Just rain.
wait,
That's all I
whoa, right here.
Mom.
Oh, shadow.
Mom, do you want to try this, dude? This is crazy. Maybe it's blood? Put this on. Mom, you're gonna freak out, dude. I got a 1.1. Just say if you hear anything.
It's supposed to be over 2.5. If you see anything, just call me. Over.
If I see, oh, like a number.
Yeah, number.
Yep.
This is the right thing to do.
See?
Huh.
She's already getting the hang of it. So shameful, residential, and then it's the top right.
Standing above.
Yeah. So most of it's going to be vague. So again, can we make a story out of it? Every damn time. It's the facts, the names, the nouns, the numbers. Like that's the shit that I look for.
Okay.
So I mean, don't get me wrong. You were doing a great job at listening, which was giving me a lot of great conversation pieces.
Mom, look at me. Whoa.
Stop. Fireplace. 20.
Huh? It's gone?
Nouns and numbers.
Not anything but you.
So let's debunk it.
9.1.
What'd you get?
Whoa.
There we go.
It's gone now.
Perfect.
Huh.
That's what you want. You want it to go away. Somebody's just checking you out. Definitely not a man-made object like that.
I mean, I'm not seeing anything though. Oh, trash can. Could that be just a shadow though?
So that is on the trash can. It's probably just picking up on the way the light is hitting it.
Yeah,
So
okay.
yeah, you're right. Now the 3 dots for the face, that is the first thing that I look for when I'm watching that thing. But this camera, I mainly use it for debunking. Like basically trying to prove things wrong. Like
Yeah.
it's not paranormal.
Okay.
So you almost have like the exact opposite job of like trying to find that ghost versus, oh, that's not a ghost because that's the tree, that's the dumpster. You know what I mean? Like that's almost your job at this point with that camera.
Yeah.
And I've learned that over the past year and a half. Sarah, you're on fire. What do you got?
Well, am I supposed to tell you what songs I hear?
What are the lyrics that you
Because
heard?
Survive,
Okay.
and there was Eye of the Tiger.
Those are the lyrics that you heard?
Survive.
Got it.
Yeah.
Well, you gotta tell him that. If you already did.
Tropical. Tropical weather.
Adam, did you get anything yet?
You got some tropical.
Dad, do you see anything?
I think I have a box, yeah, man, 2024 and all are the ones I've heard.
You got a few things. All right, perfect.
Solid word.
Let's wrap it
Guys,
all
Whoa.
up, guys.
I just
True.
heard it's the right thing to do.
My kids were trained by whistle.
Okay, perfect. She went back on mute. They kind of did a swap-a-rooney. So
I got
Carly's on.
kissed a girl.
Paula, did you get anything on yours? Okay, Carly, what else did you hear? Anything?
I just heard it's the right thing to do.
It's the right thing to do. So I'm excited about a few things. I'm trying to tell you what they are. Kind of little sprinkle dust of breadcrumbs that we picked up on. I'm excited about the word fireplace, the number 20. We did get all the way up to, where are you at? What was our highest number?
Over here, I got 74.5.
Let's explain what those numbers actually mean. We still had a number. I was excited that you finally saw something coming through. So 70.
Oh my goodness, mine's been going off like crazy. I mean, she's small, but
But the ghost is sticking to you and not him.
Yeah.
It's going. I can't tell them what to do.
no, I'm saying, like, mine just like jumps up, down.
So those devices are measuring electricity in the air. I like to give you guys examples so you know what the hell you're looking at. The TV set, if you were to put those devices behind your TV, normally goes between 40 to 60 milligauss. So we went all the way up to 74 in a place with no electricity. So I'm pretty impressed with that. This is me excited, everybody. I'm not a TV show host. I've already explained that. Good. Now, your microwave heating up your food and you're standing on the outside of it is going to go to 150 to 170 depending on the wattage of your microwave. The highest I've ever seen those devices go in my 15 years of ghost hunting, right here. It actually errored out. What does that mean? Those devices go to 200 milligauss, which means it went above that. Let's move in a little bit further so Jason Holly don't become roadkill. Perfect. So it went over 200 3 different times. I don't know how high it went, and it stayed within triple digits, over 100 for the remainder of that 15 minutes. We actually left the space pretty quickly. The reason why? I actually have epilepsy. That is too much electricity in the air for the guy with the neurological disorder. So you guys are starting to see my point. By the way, if you have cameras, go ahead and hit those stop buttons and you guys can relax your thing.
Oh, right.
Obviously, you guys are all on record, super great. So we'll kind of give this a few minutes. Spirit boxes, give them a listen. Where's our noisy spirit box? How about it?
keep hearing
Lies?
lies.
Lies.
L-I-E-S.
It's funny is we heard that a lot last night at our last location. Interesting. So you see all those, Liam, that you're getting on there? It's a lot of the trees that it's picking
Yeah,
up on.
I see that.
And guys, do you notice the giant light to the left? The church
Yes.
put that there on purpose. I'll explain that one in just a minute. Because they didn't want us to try to recreate what's going on here. It's there to try to give us any kind of light flares. I think it's turned off. I thought I heard the beeping.
I think actually.
There we go.
Should we be getting any numbers here?
We did get a 9 over here. We got a 14. That was like 3 weeks ago. I got that 9. Named John. So the big John that we actually talked about earlier, nobody knows where he's buried. I think he's here because this is for native Charlestonians only. Like, you have to be from Charleston to be buried here. And we've been getting a lot of little clues around John, around this location, like the 47, and all the little his birthday and all kinds of things. The fact that you heard the name John right now, I'm not surprised, but I want something else to verify. Okay. But yeah, nobody knows where he's buried. Okay. Because he was famous, so they're kind of hiding.
Over farmer's market.
So we'll give this like, I don't know, 3 to 6 more minutes or so, and we'll kind of see what we got going on. At least you guys will have footage. And we'll kind of see what we can get out of it. Carly, how's your word list coming?
It says hurry and sort and pain and net.
I heard
And then no shame.
July. Is that anything?
No. July is more relevant to Dr. Lag because his birthday is tomorrow. So we normally get double sevens while we're here. I'll be honest, we don't normally get the word July. Probably an easy grab for him just because we're in the month of July.
Okay.
It would normally be, if we get the number 7, I'll be more excited about that.
I've heard the word free a lot.
Free lies. Or you said lies. So free lies. Yeah. I'm handing them out like candy. What's the marker say on your guys' cameras? How many minutes have we been here?
About 3 minutes.
Okay, we'll keep it
I
going.
don't have a marker on mine.
Yeah, they didn't even get a chance to come over here last night. Again, there was like, I'm telling you, this whole street was lined with tourists just waiting. I'm like, we're not doing this. We've been here for 5 minutes already. Let's get out of here. So they were fine with it. And by the way, the group that I had last night, 6 out of the 10 are locals, and I've done this already 4 times. They're
Wow.
like, okay, and we know it's the new spot that you don't normally go to, but we're good with it. Let's go.
How are the people that are buried?
So there's a lot of like prominent names here for Charleston. I was just telling Landon, like if you were from Charleston and belong to the church, you get buried on this side. Everybody else goes over there.
Okay.
So these are like Charles Pinckney, the husband, Charles Pinckney, the signer of the Constitution, buried here.
Yeah.
This is usually on lockdown to the public, so I've never even set foot inside this graveyard before.
Yeah.
But as far as like other things, I still think Big John is buried here. There's no proof of it anywhere.
Yeah.
I just keep getting things around it, and nobody knows where he's buried.
Yeah.
It's not listed.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's a lot of prominent names in here.
How do you get in there to actually see
You gotta be a member of the church, and it's gotta be open on Sunday.
I heard Amanda.
We're still by the alley. His fiance was named Amanda.
That was him. I got wine.
Fine, Amanda. Like I'm good with Amanda showing up over here because we're literally the alley's right there. We're still close by. So, like that to me is still breadcrumbs. You guys are getting a lot of breadcrumbs tonight. Like we're probably gonna fall under the average so far. Just so you guys know what we're finding. You got any word showing up on that guy? You keep giving up all the things that are starting to give us stuff.
All I'm seeing is some trees.
No, that you know of. We'll see what I get when I get back to the office. Anything going on with yours, Jason? Anything weird?
Nope.
Ned?
Nothing I can tell.
All right, let's hit the stop buttons on those.
On right here. Okay, I turned it on.
Keep it running.
Now, could you get first from the SS method?
No.
Check out the levels, by the way.
With you. So, Sarah, Jason. No, you need that.
Oh, I need this?
Yeah. What do you think you do the Estes method with? You're the one that asked about it. I thought you knew what you signed up for. Sarah, have a seat. Jason, have a seat. Hand your camera off to Addison, apparently. I'm going to hand you guys the equipment that we're going to be using. What I will ask you is do not put any of this stuff on until we come back. What's going to happen, I'll hand you the equipment. I'll take these fine folks over there and give them a quick history of what we're going to hopefully watch unfold. And we'll come back and give you guys a few tips and tricks of what to expect out of this whole itinerary. So, blindfolds, they are origami projects. Try to figure them out while we're gone. They are disposable. I don't want them back. Keep your own eye boogers. And then Jason, just so you know, your glasses will not fit in there. That's right. I will take your regular wrappers when we come back. And these open all the way up like Batman knives. They will not go all the way around your head. Good luck. And pull it through. All right. So, you guys ready for them? Roll over here. Everybody's got their own little roll over here. So cameras, as far as the one that Liam has and Katie has, you guys can like do little 360s all the way around us. But I definitely want yours focused on them because they're not getting this history tonight. So they're going to wait for that video or this audio to be able to determine how accurate this actually was. Again, EMF meters, we've gotten triple digits in here. I want to say we got a 112 last night during the session. It's like right at the end. It was like, holy cow.
And do you think they'll be like surrounding them, or where will they be?
I've seen things from your camera over on this side, and then like way across the park over there. So as far as the thermal, I have had like some small like cold spots show up in here, kind of all over the place.
So what color am I looking
Blue,
for?
blue or black. The darker the better.
Okay.
And then of course the Ouija board device, and then Carly's device. If I'm not going to be answering, I went over there. So Landon and Sarah, we're going to come out of those two devices. Just so you know, if you guys get a word, it's okay. Just tell me what the word is. I will be questioning them based off the history I'm about to tell you, and hopefully we get to watch this unfold. It's going to be super great.
Last second.
Whoa.
The word blood again. I want you all to take note that Sarah actually said the word bloodshot over there, blood being the key word. Let's go through the history. I love it. Now, first time I came in here, this is the new spot for 2023, so I started this in 2022, the month of November. I always look for places right after Halloween. That's my busiest time of year. This makes sense, right? So everybody canceled except for 2 people. It was too damn cold out here. So everybody canceled, but the young lady using the spirit box, I told her, just tell me whatever you hear. We're just going to experiment with the space and see what goes on. A lot of ghost tours will come in here. I don't know why. So she hears the year 1828 and the name Henry. I was using Carly's wordless device. I had the name Tim on mine as soon as we got here. Behind me is a bust of Henry Timrod. He was born in 1828. It was like a hot damn. There's my ghost. So every other ghost that comes in here, they're talking about Beauregard, they're talking about Washington. Nobody's talking about this poor guy. Let's get into it. The guy's a writer and he's sick through most of his life. So he is old enough to go fight in the Civil War. That's why when the word Union came up out of his device earlier, I was kind of like, oh, maybe they're talking Civil War. So anyway, he goes out to the battlefield and he wants to go fight for the Confederates. And his comrades realized he was too sick to fight. They sent his ass home, knowing he was a writer, and told him to go be the voice of the war. They wanted him to write about what was happening out there. That's exactly what he did. He came home, started writing poetry, and he became known as the Laureate of the Confederacy. That's a big title for writers in case you're not familiar. He's got a little bit of fame and fortune going on, and he has a son by his wife Katie. So the son's name is Willie, and he's born on Christmas Eve, but he did die 9 months later. Whoa. Can't make this shit up, I promise you.
Where it was before you said that.
But that means that the number 9 probably showed up on one of their spirit boxes, and they probably missed it in real time. So now we have the full phrase. You see how the breadcrumbs will fall into place? We missed so much. But anyway, him and his wife Katie are mourning. Henry's not writing as much, and he has a friend. The friend's name is Paul Hamilton Haynes. Now, Paul offers him his cottage in the middle of Columbia, that's in the middle of the state, and says, go get back on track with your writing. Leave Katie behind to mourn with her parents that were here visiting. So Henry took him up on the offer. He goes out there. He wrote his last words. His last words were, beholder of brief mortality, which means in modern language, dear person with a short life. And then he coughed, and it landed on the page in a blood stain on the page. He had tuberculosis, and he died right there, age 38, pen in hand. Perfect way for a writer to go. But wait, there's more. I know, I'm a bad infomercial. Wait, there's more is because they only show this blood stain. His work is being held at the Charleston Library Society. They showed the blood book on Halloween only, and you have to be a member to go see it because the blood stain looks like a man writing at his desk. Now that's the perfect way for a writer to go. We do call it the blood book, which is why I'm excited about blood sucking and bloodshot. Again, key words. So again, it's always about like what color is a big red barn, and you guys hear Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. We don't need all the gobbledygook, we just need the red. So the shot and the sucking, we don't need it. So you can kind of see where I'm excited about the blood showing up twice. I am going to show you what the blood book looks like, and then you guys all know your role. We're going to go over there, and we're going to hopefully go talk to a ghost. Now, a few nights ago, I did have a psychic on the tour. I will tell you, that psychic is the best experience I had ever had. I turned it up as fast as it would go, so she wouldn't get as much radio chatter, because she had used the spirit box before, and she just used the white noise to be able to channel any messaging she was getting. So she wasn't getting radio chatter, she was just using her own intuition. About 40 responses that were fully conversational. Henry was heckling me. He was repeating what I was saying. Like the whole 9 yards. The guy does not want me here. I'm not gonna lie. He's pretty like on the fence about me being here in general. Oh, by the way, this is your blood book. So, beholder of brief mortality, cough, cough, death. Here is your blood stain.
Creepy.
Yeah, so you can see why they only show this one day a year at the Charleston Library Society, and you can also see why we started off with a nice, easy football player, and we're ending with a little bit of a bloody death. Yeah. So I kind of progressed it throughout the entire evening.
You did say decomposing.
Body.
But anyway, back to the that psychic thing there. I am usually impressed when we have 4 direct answers. I had about 40 that came out of this woman. Like, it was crazy. I'm only going to keep them under for 10 minutes. So by the way, people that you have a family member that's blindfolded over there, you're going to be nearby, just because in the event that they are too loud, You're going to need to tap them on the shoulder for me so that way they know to calm down a little bit. Again, you do have neighbors nearby. We're trying not to piss them off. When we're done, you're going to tap them on the leg. Jason's obviously going to be able to hear me, so I got him covered. It's the other two that I worry about.
And do they know what that means?
They will. I'm going to tell them right now.
Oh, okay.
If we tap them on the leg,
They're done. They take off their own gear. I never touch them
shoulder.
when they're too loud.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll call you guys over when that happens. Sometimes people getting too loud. But again, you can see the point. I try not to make anybody angry. But yeah, let's go do this. Let's see if we can get out of this.
Hey, Abby.
I tell them not to put it on the stage.
By the way, I did your finger.
All right. Blindfolded people. You're not gonna be able to hear me. Don't put anything on yet. I'm gonna set his virtual reality came up, where I tell you guys what to expect. In the event you two are too loud, a family member will tap you on the shoulder. Okay? So that's not me tapping you or a ghost. It's a family member. Calm down. We have neighbors. I don't like to piss them off. When we're done, you're not gonna be able to hear me. A family member will tap you on the leg. Take off your own gear. Yeah, I will never touch you. When you're in your spirit boxes, you're gonna turn up your volume loud enough where you can't hear me. I'll ask a few silly questions just to verify that you can't hear me. And as soon as you guys start receiving things, you put that blindfold on. Our timer starts at 10 minutes. That's all we get. So sometimes if it's going like we're doing really well and we're getting direct answers, I may keep you in for about 1 or 2 more minutes, but I never go past 12. 10 is about the average of what I normally keep you under. Say everything you hear when you hear it. Hear something, say it. Which is that simple. You don't know what I'm asking, so yes, don't answer or okay in this type of scenario. For you guys, it is literally blindfold, headphones, turn those spirit boxes up. Let's go ahead and get it. It's 11:26. With yours, you're going to see a galaxy off in the distance. Have you ever done virtual reality before? This is not going to be Jurassic Park. Put it on down. Yes, we are a go. Turn your volume up so you can't hear me. But you're going to see a galaxy just moving around. Don't look for images in the galaxy. I don't people like to try to do that. That's just there so you don't fall asleep. There's going to be an image every once in a while that'll show up in front of it. It may look like it's wiggling around. It's just generating. Briefly describe what you see. Because these two are going to be talking over you, and they don't know that. Okay? 3 people times 3. Very simple. If they're not saying as much, I'll say, Jason, go ahead and give us a little bit more. What are they wearing? What's the time? So forth. 2 people with blindfold. Can you hear me? Perfect. What color is the blue banana? Awesome. There are nights where we have actually had 0 images. We've had other nights with 12. So we never know what's actually going to happen. Henry, here, we would like to hear something about your job, please. Let's verify that you're here. I'm setting up the blue box so you can give us some images.
Red.
Okay. It's just there is ambient throughout all of it. When you get in here, there is a focus, profile right here. Okay. If you look straight ahead, this will line up with you. Okay. And you'll be able to set that. Just have to give it a few seconds to line up with your face.
Under circumstances.
Henry, we're looking to hear about your job, your work. Let's learn more about that. What did you do for work? You know I come respectfully. I thought for sure Sarah would be spouting stuff off at this point.
So this just like where the ball ends?
Yeah, it's going to change based on what's in the frame.
Like I know, but I was looking at that and then
So if you turn it slightly to put it in view, it changes now because now he's the one that's standing.
oh, something just tapped my back.
Down deep.
Henry,
94.
talk about your work. If you don't want to talk about your work, tell us what you would like to talk about. Family member.
Books.
Talk about books. Imagine that. The ready wants to talk about books.
Something keeps tapping my back.
Underground.
She's shaking.
We did it.
Henry, are you tapping her back?
Something keeps tickling my back.
Ned, let's get her out of here. Friends, tap her leg.
Go.
Carly, do we have anything going
It
on?
says pinky. Now it says curse. Before
Stop.
it said slave and Alexis.
Henry, we're not going to stop.
Curse is what it says now.
And nothing here is cursed either. Can you give us an image? I was asking about your work. I know you gave us the word books. Did you want to discuss books?
The last 5 things.
Last 5 things.
It's curse, pinky, Alexis, slave, and decomposing.
Jason, I'm going to do a reset on yours just to make sure. So you haven't peel it off your face. Like
Last
you did
night?
your phone. Last night we actually had a great session. You want me to ask the same questions we got a response from?
Ripples.
We literally asked Henry what hand he was dominant in, left or right, and a left hand showed up on this guy.
Whoa.
Like,
What is that? Oh, the
yeah,
picture?
it was nuts. So stoked. And I couldn't prove or deny, disprove that he wasn't left-handed. There's no documentation that said which hand is dominant. Henry, I'm resetting the blue box. In case the frequency wasn't good for you, you can start over and try again.
Whoa. No.
Henry, what's my opinion? I'm asking about your work. I was just trying to keep things nice and simple, but you had to keep Sarah off the bench. Can you tell us what hand you used to write with? And all I did was reboot it. Henry, were you left or right-handed?
Deep down under.
Again? Left or right-handed? How you doing there, right?
From the others. In the morning.
Training.
I'm not real happy with you.
Training.
Training,
Communications.
Henry. Trying to keep it nice and simple.
Get thrown.
Tags.
Okay.
Huh.
Henry, we have somebody here that had the same name as your wife. Sorry.
That's all right. I'm totally fine with that. Her
Henry.
name Catherine or was it Katie?
Catherine.
Landon's girlfriend's name is Katie too.
Is it?
Oh, the white light down the bottom.
17
Like-
something.
17.
Bunch of guys praying or something.
Okay. Time frame?
White House.
Henry, we are running out of time.
Obvious.
There's like a big guy in the center and some people below praying or something.
Henry,
Something to do.
not really sure what the reference to these people praying is. You know, we got some noisy people coming back. That is not your favorite. Some nights it's like that, you're right. Henry, you want something specific about you. I asked about your job, you said books. I asked if you wanted to talk about your family member.
Nothing but blood.
Henry, can you tell us how you died?
I don't know.
How old were you? You wrote the term, the phrase, beholder of brief mortality, and then you coughed, and you died. Can you tell us how old you were when that happened? Do you know what month it was?
It's your first guess.
I know the answer. I'm asking if you know the answer.
July 4th.
No. Try again.
I have no
glad if you're here. Use your code word so I know it's you. But Henry. Henry.
Touch the light.
Can you give us one more image and we'll wrap this up? We'll get out of your hair. We'll leave you alone.
Tell me why.
Obviously, you're not real happy with us being here. One more image. You gave us a direct answer last night.
What died, or what did I say, or something like that?
The holder of brief mortality. Those were your last written words. Does that ring a bell?
Nobody heard that?
Henry, one more image.
Looks like a guy trying to write a book or something. Flipping pancakes, I don't know. Or someone's doing.
Is he writing a book or flipping pancakes?
I don't know, he's got like a thing in his hand, something over here, and he's wearing like a, what do you wear for your cooking stuff?
Apron.
Apron, there you go.
Does he have any facial hair?
He's looking down, but I can't see any facial hair.
Let me know when that image fades and we'll Okay. Henry, we're going to say goodnight. Can you say goodnight back? Going once? Going twice? Okay. Let's go ahead and tap him on the leg and let's get him out of there. Jason, peel that thing off your face. Sarah, you feeling okay over there? You good?
Yeah.
Nice.
Sweaty.
Yeah.
Should I turn this off now?